Goal 1, I can solve addition and subtraction word problems. Hi friends, it's Miss Mahan. I am going to show you how to do some word problems. So the first thing that I want to do is using my pen tool, I'm going to find white and I am just going to white out these numbers because I want to make sure that I understand what the problem is asking for. So now I'm going to read what it says. You have blank puzzle pieces. Your friend has blank. How many more pieces does your friend have than you? Okay, so I have some, but my friend has more than me because it says how many more does your friend have? So my friend has more. That's what we know. And that's what we're trying to figure out. So now let's use our eraser tool and erase our white pen marks. So I have 5, so I can put my 5 right here. And my friend has 9, so I'm going to put a 9 right here. So 9 minus 5, that is equal to 4. So my friend has 4 more pieces than I do. And then you will click the link to go to the next page. And let's look at this one. So same thing, I'm going to find white for my pen. And I'm going to just white out the numbers so that I can look at what the problem says and go from there. Okay, now let's see. Some friends are at a community pool. So some are there, but it doesn't tell us how many. Blank more join them. Okay, well, I need to get my information straight, so I'm going to get my pen tool. Some were there, and then more joined them. So I know if I have more, that means I'm adding. That's who joined them. Now let's keep reading. Now there are blank. How many friends were there to start? Okay, so some were there and then more got there. Let's see what the numbers are that we have. So we have 7 and 12. We know that 7 joins them, and now there are 12. So a number plus 7 is equal to 12. I know that when 7 is a part of the 12 as a whole, that the other part has to be 5. So there were 5 friends at the pool to start. Okay, now let's go to the next page. Let's white out our numbers. Now let's read the problem. You have blank more keychains than your friend. So that sounds a lot like the first problem we did. Remember, you have more keychains than your friend. So my number is bigger than my friend's number. And I need to know by how many more. You have blank keychains. How many keychains does your friend have? Let's see what are the numbers that they give us. Okay. You have 7 more than your friend. You have 15. So my number isn't 7, my number is 15. And then my friend's number is 7. So I need to go from 15 to 7. When 15 is the whole and 7 is one of the parts, the other part is 8. That's a double plus 1. 7 plus 7 is 14, so 7 plus 8 is 15. When you're done, click the arrow for the next page. Right, start with a white pen. Let's white out the numbers that they give us. Oh, and those speakers that you see, you can click on that when you see it, and I read the problem for you. So if you need to know what some of the words are when you're reading it, you can click on that and listen. Okay, now let's read. Blank kids play at a park. So there are some kids at a park. Then it says, blank of them leave. I know if someone or something leaves a place, that means the number of people that are there gets smaller. So that is a subtraction. Blank more kids come to the park. Oh, so we have a couple steps to figure out. Let's look at our first two numbers first. Was the leave number. So 15 were there and 6 of them leave. When 15 is the whole and 6 is the part, 9 is the other part. So then there were 9, and now it says blank more kids come to the park. So if more kids come to the park, then the number of people at the park gets bigger. So that means we're going to add. So let's see how many we're adding. We're adding 9. That is a double. 9 plus 9 equals 18. 18 kids are at the park now. When you're done, click the green arrow to go to the next page. Okay, this will be the last example. So let's get our white pen. Let's take out those numbers, because we want to make sure that we understand the problem, what the story problem tells us. Okay, now let's read it. You have blank baseball cards. So this is the number that I have. You give blank away. I know if I give something away, that means I no longer have it. So the number that I have gets smaller, which means subtraction. So this is the number that I gave away. And then our problem says, then you get blank more. So this is another two-step problem. So let's just look at our first two numbers, deal with those. Oh, I gotta choose the eraser. So we have 13 and 5. So we have 13, and we said the rest of our equation will be minus 5. 13 minus 5 is the same as 8. So now we have 8, and we get, here's what our problem says, then you get blank more. So if I'm getting more of something, the number gets bigger. So that's addition. Then you get blank more. So let's see what the number is. 4. 8 plus 4. When those two parts come together, the whole is 12. So now I have 12 baseball cards. So really, I started with 13 and now I have 12. I only lost 1. Okay, so now you will do the rest of the problems on your own. Make sure to read the problem carefully, and if you need help with any of the words, you can click on the speaker that is above what the story problem says.